For the third lesson on the conflict of the orders, we're going to be looking today at what happened with the end of the first secession, the first conflict. But first, the quiz from the previous one. Who was the veteran? What did Servilius want to do? What did Appius want to happen? In response to this, what did the plebeians do? Got that wrong, hold on. And why did Valerius resign as dictator? Okay. First secession, the outcomes. We'll call the outcomes of this secession sickness, sedition, treasonous thoughts, sacred mount, a mountain 3 miles outside Rome, demands, negotiation, Menenius, another consul, the body politic, a magistrate, a Roman official, and a tribune. So, where we left it, you have the old dictator has tried to get things changed and no one's buying it. Amongst his army is a man called Sicinus, or Sicinus Bellatus, a soldier who's fought in these wars. And he now comes to the fore. He's the guy saying, we've got to do something about this. Saying to the plebs, we've got to do something about this. We can't stand this anymore. We've got to come up with a plan to make the patricians negotiate, to make the Senate negotiate, to make the patricians agree to the debt relief we want. So his plan is this. In secret, they have meetings, the plebeians, and they agree, what we'll do is this, we are going to leave the city. We're going to go 3 miles away to the Sacred Mount, and we'll set up camp there. And we'll try and get more plebeians to leave the city and join us. So there'll be nobody in the army, there'll be no nothing. And it works. The plebeians set up camp there. They raid the farms to get provisions. More plebeians arrive. The patricians try and stop the plebs leaving using force. Doesn't work. There's not enough of them. And it seems to be effective. Rome is essentially crippled. Now, what do the plebeians want? They have a simple demand. They want debt relief. All the money that they owe to rich patricians, to landlords and creditors and the money, they want it all gone. It's unfair. They say we've been fighting the wars, we're the ones done the work. Debt relief. We won't speak, no negotiation until you agree to get rid of the debt. This causes a problem. The Senate simply won't wear it. So you have a complete what's called an impasse. Nobody will negotiate. A new consul, Menenius, he's from his family are originally back in the midst of time plebeians, but now obviously now patricians, and he's sent to talk to plebeians, the Sicinus, on the Sacred Mount. And he tells them a story about the body politic. Yeah, they're simpletons, he thinks, so I'll tell them a simple story about a body, and they'll cooperate. The organs fall out. Yeah? The stomach gets all the food, and yet none of us else get it. So they starve the stomach. They won't let the food get to the stomach, which the organs. And then the whole body withers and dies. He's trying to get over to them. We all need to work together if we are going to survive. We'll look at this more in class. We'll even write down the quote, I think. So it sort of works. And the plebeians Sicinus agree to negotiate with the Senate. But Appius is still around and he's still not having any of it. He still won't negotiate properly. No debt relief. Won't even talk about it. Eventually, the solution is this. Not debt relief at the moment, but instead, plebeians will get magistrates, elected officials to represent them. There'll be a plebeian council, and that can be called by 2 elected officials called the tribunes of the plebs. So the plebeians can elect 2 or 5, depends on the source, tribunes. They are their political voice in the Senate. And that stops the secession, and the plebeians go back to work.